They'll be calling you a radical. Kevin Blanch. I want to put up a video pertaining to the USS Reagan. There's reports coming out all the time, and this, stay with me, you'll see why these glasses, I've got them on. Bongo, I want to fight Bongo. He's born the same day as me and Tony Gwynn. You know, Tony Gwynn, now that was a man. Bongo's a piece of dog shit. But I want to address this. These reports are coming. It shows you how pathetic journalism has turned out to be on Earth. On Earth. 7 billion. I mean, wow. It's unbelievable. They're reporting now, and it takes her, who, am I a fan of her? Hell no. She makes me want to puke. Oh, now she's a model, you know. When are you guys going to wake up and realize they mass murdered on the Reagan? Human guinea pig. When you decide the military, by the way, there's plenty inside the military that are breaking ranks. This is not the second one that has passed. There is many more than 2 that have passed. Many more. And let's get real. 8 ships were sent in. Hundreds of thousands. You know, I was on the plane flying to San Diego to the Reagan hearing again for the umpteenth time. I've been at the Swartz building. I have the only permit that was filed for. I got all these people say, oh, we're getting a permit, we're working on it, blah, blah, blah. I get down there, where's our permit? No permit, no permit. You know, so how do I even have to have a permit to stand on our streets? Whose streets? Our streets. That's the Edward Swartz, not Blanche Swartz, Edward Swartz courthouse. You can ask plenty of people. Oh, did I get into it? USS Marshall, SWAT team called on me, everything. You know, this guy, you can't, I said, where'd you grow up? Philippines. I said, why don't you go back? This is America. You ever read the First Amendment of the United States Constitution? Patriot Act is an illegal act. It's illegal. It takes 2/3 House majorities to pass an amendment to the United States Constitution. That is even beyond an amendment. They did not do it. It's an illegal act. Not my words, Justice Breyer's words, Tribe's words, all the people that knows words. Alito and Roberts, illegitimate Supreme Court, just like up there they passed now that we can't even, the salmon and the minings are just poisoning your seafood, and we can't even sue. The courts are capture, illegitimate. This is a fascist country. And until you break ranks inside the military, oh, they guess they did. You know, I'm the head of the Atomic Veterans, and you know this old website, oh no, that guy, what a joke he was. No, I'm the head of the Atomic Veterans. I have been for 30 years. It's me, by myself. I'm the only guy. I'm the only one. By the way, none of those guys get any money. Oh, government wrote him a check. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. My mom didn't even get a freaking thank you letter. You know, there's a memorial at our cemetery, the only one in the world that our community put up for my dad. That's how loved he was in the community. You know, oh, it's that man, Semper Fi. You want to talk Constitution? Let's get real. The facts. And I'll tell all you attorneys, they're taking this on. Sunji, and you guys know, you watch my videos, all of you guys. They were there. You don't play ball with us, we will destroy your case. We will annihilate you. Because we have the greatest group of investigative journalists ever assembled in the history of humanity on this issue. Ever. We have it all backed up. We have it in detail. We have the emails from the Admiral. We have the transcript from inside the Situation Room. Oh, we got it. Oh, you don't think we're going to use it? Oh boy. We know for a fact, the decision was made at the highest level. The Admiral said, not only did he say he did not want those ships in there, he did not want them in there. He wanted all 800,000 military personnel evacuated off the island of Japan. He stuck to it. Well, why did they send in not one, but they sent in multiple? Because Livermore's running the show. Last year, a year ago right now, I was at Lawrence Livermore. The head of the snake. I wanted to see face to face the people that murdered my father and tried to kill me. Fighting for my life on day 1000. Tim Shell, Valmaeus, Steinbeck would have a heyday. That's his place. You know, wine, right here. Come get your PU-239, 1986, Chernobyl. You know, wow. Here's the facts. The facts are this. The human guinea pig them, like lab rats. Oh, they don't do that. Let's see, 40,000 United States Special Forces Marines. Kevin Blanch's father. In the trenches, I mean right next to the blast. Human guinea pig, I have the documents to prove that they freaking did it on purpose. They knew what they were doing. Not only they killed somebody at the blast, woke up in hospitals in San Diego with their tonsils cut out. Why their tonsils cut out? They human lab ratted. That's how they study. How much radiation they sucked up. Eugene McCarthy? Oh yes. Who made the decision? Teller. schizophrenic, mentally ill freak. You know, it's Star Wars, he even wanted to put nuclear tips on those. Cash cow gone from hell. Last year, right now, the head of the revetrification at Livermore, the billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars they spent on this, he resigned. Said, we got to pivot, we're just wasting money, we'll never get it. Oh, who else said that? Einstein. It's just a big scam, cash cow. A guy called me the other day. You know, I own StuccoDamage.com, you know, before I got leukemia, and, you know, he's trying to work me for $250. I says, well, I sell this information for $250. What unit? And he says, well, I grew up in Utah. I work in Los Angeles. He knew nothing about my anti-nuclear attitude. He says, I hear you got leukemia. Yeah. I work at Los Alamos. Went to BYU. I says, oh, so you're a reunification guy. Yeah, using lasers. How long you been there? 30 years. So what do you do all day? I says, you don't do anything. You know, what do you make? A couple $100,000 a year trying to work me for $250? Fuck you. How close are you? No closer than the day I started. Yeah, it's just a big fucking cash cow. Fascism. Got a government job. I talk to people that work at the base out here all the time. What do you do? We're there for 20 years. They can't even tell you what they do. Fascism. The Patriot Act. They sent these 8 ships in. USS Reagan, there's well over 1,200 of them that are fighting for their lives. I was in the bone marrow transplant with one of them. Right here at LDS. I'm in there with them, fighting for my life. 2 dead. There's a whole bunch of them already dead. The cover-up of the military. Now, hear me out on this. Uncle Tom Obama, which we named Uncle Tom Obama, Lenny and I, of course, Uncle Tom, Eric, says when we find out who the whistleblower was, who exposed our secret program between Israel, the Zionists, and the Obama administration to kill the Iranian scientists. The Iranians, such a scam what they're doing to Iran. What they do to the Middle East is such a scam. When we find that person that exposed that we're the ones blowing up the scientists and their families and their kids, when they nuke these people, they don't just nuke them and kill them. When they drop a bomb from outer space, they kill their kids too. I mean, remember Hoodoo and Wapo? We're going to get them. They killed all their children too. Who exposed it? I reported it. I'm the one that reported it because I have such heavy ties inside Pendleton with the high brass. They love me, by the way. They love me. I talk to so many suicide, ready to commit suicide. They call me on the phone. That's a lot of my activism in San Diego. Kevin, can you go talk to these 2 young men? Yeah, we sit with them. And I say it just like this. Don't you dare. You didn't do that. And they're like, I got so scammed. I got freaking what? I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. Your coaches, Fox News, your parents, your freaking contemporary society, your scout leader, your, you know, teachers, everybody gung-ho geeked up. Yeah, get them. I'll tell you this story right here. Young woman, beautiful young woman I went to high school with right here. I used to be so in love with that girl. She was an amazing young woman, but I went wild when I was young, you know. I drank like an animal, I had this lump. You know, I was in San Diego most of my youth. She says, you're so wild. Yeah, and I says, yeah, and I'm going to stay that way, you know. By the way, I don't believe in Thanksgiving. You know, I meet with my family, or neither did Thomas Jefferson. He canceled it. He didn't use that thing because I don't believe in nation building. By the way, Jefferson put his hand on the Quran when he was sworn in. Rewriting history, every chance you get, you try it. Jefferson, Hamilton. You know, he wanted everybody to live free, live in farm. You know, that's a great idea, but it's a fairy tale. You know, you guys all buy the fairy. Oh, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be an NFL player. I'm going to win the lottery. No, you're not. Let's get the reality, just like Hamilton understood the reality. It is naive to think that our shores will not be attacked for our vast natural resources, which are not ours. We have no solvent wealth fund. Anyway, her son was the first one killed. She married this freaking douchebag Mormon missionary. You ever seen the Book of Mormon? By the way, it's nails it. I've seen it. It's perfect. She married a douchebag freaking missionary like that. He brainwashed the son. When he died, she's on KSL, you know, going on. Doug Wright, by the way, is the biggest terrorist ever. Look who Doug Wright is. Doug Wright is a passive-aggressive terrorist. The Mormons are terrorists. So are the evangelicals. So is Joel Osteen. So is Haggart. So is Rick Warner, the greatest slobby pig freaking terrorist, passive-aggressive killer in human history. They're devils. I told her when, I says, you're going to be sorry. You go on there, grandson. He died wrapped up in flat patriot. I says, this sinks in. She came to me. She's left her husband. She says, he tricked him, whatever. I says, now answer me this. Did your husband or his father and his family ever bleed? Ever go into battle? Never. So I made her read the last chapter of East of Eden, Steinbeck, Valmez, Tim Shell. You know, she's struggling. These young people struggle. I spend time with them. They didn't do it. They were conned. They were tricked by you, the contemporary masses that never bled, never went to war. The Republican war heroes, none of them ever went. Ann Calder, that dude, Ted punk-ass Nugent, draft dodgers, none of them. Foxconn News and their hairspray, pieces of shit. And I'll tell you what, let one of them come near me. Let one of them come near me. Wow. You know, we're taught not to fight back. Not me, I fight back. And when you go protest tomorrow, or the day after, Black and Yellow Friday, know the law. The Surveillance Act, you have every right to stand in front of any of these installations, government, private, as long as you don't go inside. You cannot record inside. Now, it's a perfect time to do it because there ain't nobody working. I mean, government officials, they take off any day they can get. You know, they don't work. You know, so a lot of these are government, and if they're not government like Westinghouse, they're still government. I mean, because they've captured it. Westinghouse is the Department of Energy. General Electric is the Department of Energy. You have every right to protest there, every right. Legally, legal. You know, do your videos, whatever, so everybody can see. You can call these out. You know, I got a couple places I'm going to go here in Utah. You know, I'm glad I went to Livermore last year. The Reagan that was sent in, there's a lot of them dead already, 8 ships. We have the emails. They knew exactly what they were doing. They human guinea pigged them. Until they come out of denial and realize, and this and GE owns all the media. Now, when I was down there, we looked right up, NBC's right above us. The flag flying upside down. Libby's there for this go-round. I've been there for all the go-rounds. Standing there, protesting, fighting with Reagan. SWAT team called on me, white shirts, 3 protesters out there, 3. You know, even Jason, when he issued the permit, says, Kevin, you're great. You know, I like what you're doing, blah, 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 blah. How many you expect? And I said, oh, probably about 30 show up. People that live right there, they won't show up. Because America's home of the cowards. I know my rights. I know the legality. You know, I tell them, you know, ask Lori. She'll tell you right there what a great activist that woman is. You know, there's plenty of them around our group. Because we're intelligent. We fight intelligently. We know the law. You know, they show up and say, white shirts. That's who I have trouble with. I've had 3 interviews scheduled with Megan Rice, U.S. Marshal Miza, under the Patriot Act, which is illegal. American toxic. There's going to be thousands of them die in that theater. I was on the plane flying. There was a young woman. I looked down. There's a plaque she's got with the Marine symbol on the island of Japan. Says, you young Marine? Yeah. Pendleton? Yeah. You in Japan? Yeah, I'm in Japan. Was you there 3/11/11? No, shortly thereafter. I've been there the whole time. She says, I'm in Intel. We had a long conversation. I says, how heavy are you monitoring the situation there? Oh boy. Oh boy, are we monitoring. Fight going with inside the Marines, right? Oh yeah. Inside the Navy? Oh yes. Major fight. There's 800,000 military personnel on the United States colony. Barack Obama, the only thing that liar said truthful. These treaties were signed long before I was born, after the war. We colonized. And I don't want to hear this shit, we should apologize to Japan. Do you realize the Bataan Death Marches? Do you know how evil they were? The Emperor. Why didn't we kill the Emperor? Oppenheimer's words. Let's drop the scare bomb. We didn't share it with Stalin. So, and I will tell you, attorneys, you don't play ball with this, we will bury you, because we've got good attorneys laying in the grass waiting. You don't want to fucking play ball with it, we'll blow your fucking case up so fucking hard, and we'll do it right here on you, because we're the fucking media now. NBC, you black and yellow journalistic fucking whores, you're going to get sued next. Sanjay Gupta, practicing neurosurgeon. And by the way, Bueller and all you liars, I want to say this. This video right here, I did right in this exact spot on day 3 after Fukushima. Look at the data. Already being detected in Sacramento on day 3. Oh, how'd that get leaked to Kevin? No, it was out there. They tried to pull it back. Sanjay Gupta's transcript tried to pull it back. Our Army digs it out. We dig it out. We have all this in hardcore fact. We haven't guessed your drills have looked at every FOIA document that's ever been printed on this, plus then some. Play ball with this or we will eat your lunch, because we really do honestly support the troops. The rest of America doesn't. They put a yellow sticker, your false equivalency fucks, sit on your freaking couch, you know, eating your fake food, your GMO shit, watching Fox News. Go get him, Danny. None of them ever bled. None of them know the pain. Oh, I know the pain. My father murdered by the military. Oh yeah. pure, blatant fucking murder. It's a fucking murder. You know, you could say it right off the file, it was the military did it. No, there's still men with choices. Thank you to the 5-star at Pendleton, the Marine, who broke ranks and exposed the Obama lies, and exposed the Fox News lies, and exposed the CNBC lies. CNBC, you know, I went after them in the mouthpiece in Floodwater. When are you guys going to realize? You protesters, Ferguson, when these guys go up, I showed you how to do it. When they go on air, call them out for the lying fucking horse. You're going to let them posture and groom you? It's amazing how you won't fight back. You just walk around. Kumbaya, not me. Watch the way I play. Watch the way I go. Been at this a long time. There's multiple of them dead. They were human lab ratted. The Navy knew. The Marines knew. Inside the Situation Room, men knew. Fact of the matter is, the keys of Fukushima were handed over to John Holden, head of the science technology team, and just where it's always been run. The mass murder eugenics fucks is running out of Cal Berkeley and MIT. And I love Allison McFarland now comes out and says, oh, we should have finished it then. Why did you fucking quit, Allison? Can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Same with fucking Marie Antoinette. Why would you run for office? Why would you accept one of those positions if you have no integrity and fucking men of quality and you have no fucking constitution and you will not stand up? Then why do you bother? Oh, just like Mia Love right here. You know, what a fraud she is. She's been elected for 2 days, already has a book out. It's fascism. We're going to take General Electric so fucking far apart. Watch us, watch us. Oh, curse this spite that I was ever born to set this right, but I was. You altered my path, you destroyed my fucking life. Oh, fuck yeah. You know, a lot of people told me, get over it. I'll never get over it. I watched fucking zip my father up in the body bag. I watched him zip Annika. The girl that I was in love with for fucking years. Feminine. Directly feminine. That's how I met Megan Rice in the I watched her be zipped up in the body bag at 38 years old. Watched my father in the prime of his life being zipped in the body bag. Huh. Almost happened to me. Almost happened to me. But, you know, the angels, they watch out over me. And all you black and yellow fucking rats, you buser fucking rats that have postured and fucking, hey, you are fucking devils from hell. Oh, you're gonna fucking pay. And you attorneys, you try to fucking leave us out of this equation, you try to play a fucking game with us, we will eat your fucking lunch. I'm here to tell you, you better play ball with us. This is the greatest group of investigative journalists ever sent. We have it backed up in multiple places, all over the place. Watch these guys dive in here. Watch this. Oh, I'm glad I didn't cut this off. The jet stream. The jet stream. Fukushima is the greatest ecological catastrophe. G's going to get a freaking multi-trillion-dollar suit. And how about the civilians living in there? Oh, they're going to get ate up. The lawsuits. You know, and the courts are captured. The American populace, it'll take them a while to wake up. But they'll wake up after so many of them are dead. This can't be covered up. They're trying to come in here. No, head the other way. Let's see if our camera's still rolling. Oh yeah. They're coming in here because they have no fresh water out. The Great Salt Lake's so dry. Drought from hell. Oh, none of this matters. You know, us environmentalists, oh, you're all crazy. Yeah, you fuckers are willing to lay down your fucking own life for your dogma. Cut off 30, 40 years for your own dogma. Not us. I really do support the fucking troops. The rest of you phony fuckers don't. Not, you know, our army does. A lot of them are dead on the Reagan already. A lot of them are dead on the multiple ships one on there. A lot of military personnel inside Japan are already dead. Fukushima's an evil fucking killer. Nuclear fallout fucking kills you deader than fuck. You know, you can posture and groom and say this, and Ken Buser makes a statement that it dilutes. What a lying piece of shit he is. It does not fucking dilute. I have all the data. You guys know I backed it up. Here they come back. Let's see if they swoop in here. We'll leave the camera going, watching. We usually have snow on the ground. We got a drop from hell. Here they come. Here they come. How beautiful is that, huh? That's why I stay here. The mighty Ben Lomond. Wow, how beautiful is it today? Stand tuning.